everybody. It's another week has gone by. It's time for another art recap. But before we do that, I wanted to kind of talk about something really awesome that happened just yesterday, actually, which may help propel my art journey, and you guys may see even more work. And it's really important to me. My dad, who we call just Papa Doris, hooked it up and gave me his iPad Pro, which was super awesome. So got this, shiny, awesome doodad. Oh, look at my monitors. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna be drawing on this thing more often now, not just on my PC. So I can do it from outside of this room as much as I like it, and all the cool stuff that way. But it's a way for me to be portable and draw now, even more so than just doing a regular sketchbook. But now I can draw digitally, so you're going to see a lot more of that coming, and you may see even more recaps, because as usual, my recaps are just usually Monday through Friday work, because I'm usually not actually drawing on the weekend. I give myself a couple days to recharge, usually, unless I really, really find something that I want to do. Maybe I'll do small doodles or whatnot, but who knows, it may just start being like all the time now. So without further ado, let's do that art recap thing. See you guys in just a second. Hello everybody, good afternoon. Sorry about that kind of funky intro. I was just having a little fun. But welcome to another art recap. I don't know my dates properly again. We're going back to cover basically everything from the 27th of May till now. Siri, why did you pick up on that? That was weird. Okay, well, we're just gonna move on. We're gonna flip through the sketchbook, and we'll see what amazing things did or did not happen in this week. And as I'm trying to get through these pages, hey, you guys can see my Nintendo Switch. We'll try to turn this towards the right angle of the camera, because I don't know how to do camera angles and stuff. Let's actually get to the 27th body forms from a while back. Learning how to do gesture drawing, still super difficult. We're getting there. That's the 20th. That stuff we covered last week. Still last week. Kind of still last week. Hey, here we go. So, did I actually not do anything on the 27th? I didn't. But I did want to follow up on doing more dragons. You're going to see more Dragonborn. So I did these two fellas. I almost wonder if they're just brothers, or if I just tried doing the same one. No, I'm just headcanoning this, that they're brothers. So, and practice circles, guys. Practice circles. Warm up. Move from your shoulder, not from your elbow. You know how to move from your elbow and your wrist. Though that's still a good practice to do. Move from the shoulder. That may be a little karate tip, but bleeding into my art. I did a very, very caricature of Vela Plays. You should go follow her on Mixer. Just didn't do a pirate hat on her. And I made her face too big. It was a total caricature. It was I could do a better drawing. I need to. Went super voluminous and big hair with this lady. She's not too happy. I don't know why. But she's got big hair, and I love it. And then there's this dude, which I'm not really happy about, because that's same face syndrome happening. It's where all my dudes had the same chin. Let us see here. Oh yeah, we were working on, trying to work on one of my friend's characters. Her name is Aaliyah. She is a sorceress, and you're seeing why I can't even draw a dress or really long arms on clothing. Apparently I just can't do it, but I can do faces. Look at that smiling face. She looks so happy. Over here was trying to get out of that same face syndrome and doing different jaws and mouths, and see, there it is. It's that same face again. It's kind of scary. Then I doodled this little one. This one was actually a lot of fun. It was after I can't remember his name now on YouTube. I will probably link it in the description below. But he did an awesome video about just sketching and being loose and not worrying about, don't worry about erasing, which is why I use the blue pencil, because I really can't erase that like at all. Even the kneaded eraser has a little trouble. But I like that little cute little face. Let me see if I can get it like a little closer for you guys. There you go. I like that one. Oh yeah. One of our friends, Jordan, her character Aya, not EA, is a tiefling, and she's a fighter, and went totally stylized cartoon on the first attempt. Then did the profile view, which I actually really like. And then realized I can't really do horns in perspective very well. So I need to work on doing that, right? Just looking at how to do perspective, but we got it. The kind of sassy wink and big smile, I like that. That's another thing that I think is my thing that I love to do. And then I'm going to just show you guys this side, because hands. Oh, God, hands. But yeah, another attempt at doing more armor and whatnot, because she wears a breastplate, and then she wanted to have sharp, like, armor on the calves. We're probably going to change that to be like knee guards. And then I love this one, just kind of the surprise look on the face. But yeah, F hands, man. Hands suck. And so this is like going from the 28th into the 29th. Remember what I just said about hands? Yeah. That's how I feel about hands. That face right there. That's how I feel about hands. Then we move on to the 29th. Did actually some more reference drawing. This one is a reference that was definitely on Pinterest. And I stylized the heck out of it, because that's, I think, what my brain and my hand wants to do. Took a look at armor and saw a good pose, trying to adapt it and just draw it. And then this one, the face was completely different on this reference, but I wanted to reference it for Aya as a tiefling that was wearing like a bunch of armor for a knight, so wanted to do that. And yeah, I like the way that looked, and just like the really flowy hair and how the horn was hiding behind the hair. So I really like that one. Moving into the 30th. The 30th, was it? I can't remember the name properly, and I don't want to say it wrong in the video, but I will find it and link it. But definitely took inspiration here, because it was like yuck about that face. But then the rest of these faces, which I really love the tiefling in the bottom right here, the tiefling of dreams, and then our heart eyes, and then just our kind of concerned lady. But drawing all this, oh, and look, a new jaw, guys, a new jaw. Being able to do these drawings without worrying about erasing anything, just keep drawing, just keep sketching. So like learning to relax and be free with it, which was some of the greatest advice I think I've ever had. Because yeah, I get very precious with sketching, which I shouldn't be. I just need to be more free form and just relax. And then as you can see, I tried a different jaw. That guy's got a weird face. I don't know what I was thinking, but he's there, and he's got a really weird face. But then we have another Dragonborn. This is badass. This is Kava from my first ever D&D game. This is for Jens. This is a work in progress, Jens. Don't worry. Wearing the giant monocle, and then having like the spines at the back here, and then kind of more like water fins, like almost like a water dragon, which is pretty dope. But I'll realign it, because when I was sketching, I didn't obviously do things to correct proportions. Things are off center, but I love it. That was just like just bang it out. Let the pencil just sit on the page and go for it. As I said here, bad ass. Oh yeah, and then we get into some really more fun stuff. Similar in shape, when thinking about the Dragonborn, I wanted to draw an Aarakocra, specifically my character Ramil. He is a Phoenix Aarakocra, but I don't know how to draw bird faces. So had lots of notes and looking at people's ideas of how they do Aarakocra faces, which eventually turned into this guy. And those are little bandages that he wraps himself in. That's a character thing. And yeah, so he looks like that as little Remuel, because he's a phoenix and gets born again as a small bird. So he's cute. But yeah, so have that one. May turn that into a digital later. I don't know, may not. May just keep it as paper. And then, oh yeah, I did a final one on the 30th, and it was this. We talked about like having some guns because she's a fighter, and strength is one of her strong suits. And there I go again with the perspective kind of being off on the horns. I need to work on that. But I love the face. And then got the clothing down. Definitely inspiration was Rosie the Riveter. So that's where the pose came from, and learning how to do a proper hand. But yeah, and then realizing this one I didn't realize very Gaston-like as well, with the kind of puffy arm on the shirt cuffed just before the huge bicep. But yeah, they did that one. And then in good faith, Zoe had told me I should probably not only just do stylized stuff and don't like leave myself there. So I did a little bit more of references from Pinterest, and I absolutely love how this one came out. I don't know, just doing it, and all these guys, like from this point, was minimal to no eraser usage. If I found a mistake, I was drawing over it heavier with more weight behind it to give it what it needed. And then this one also a reference. I really like that one. I made her more of a disgusted face than is actually in the picture. The actual picture is of her more just like not really clenching the teeth, but the teeth are shown, and I didn't do a good job on the mouth. And I actually made the eye wider because she's like more like she's closing her eyes in the actual reference picture, but it's neato. And the reason I had the paper like over the top of this, just so it doesn't bleed through, because that blue pencil that I was using, when you press really hard, it can transfer quite a bit. So, and I really like those ones. And that's actually all I have for in the sketchbook. The other stuff that we did was, well, it's been posted online. You guys can find that on my Twitter and Instagram, which I'll have linked below as well. But you guys will see an awesome marker colored version of Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z. And then I'm working on what we thought a sketch of Darwin would look like if she was a human instead of a cat, which is really cute. But yeah, I think that's all we have for this week's art recap, you guys. If there's a particular one you like or would like to see me even do digitally later, feel free to comment on it with the timestamp in a comment. Feel free to definitely share, and if you really like what we're doing here with the art recaps, please hit subscribe, and we'll be doing this again next week, and maybe even sooner with some more digital art. And I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Stay safe, stay warm. Well, maybe not too warm, but just comfortable. And just remember to do things with a smile. I'll catch you guys later.